Speaking on a single topic is nightmare for beginners. And I also remember how when I started learning this language, I knew words, I had some ideas, but whenever I had to speak on a single topic, I didn't know how to hold a conversation. And thinking about that, and everyone who is trying to learn this language, I constructed this course or this series of videos where I come up with one single topic and I discuss everything related to that. So if you are new on my channel, hello everyone, my name is Dawson, and here I talk about English learning books and movies. And today's topic is I'm recording this video after a really long time. So I have completely lost the track which day it is, but I assume I have made at least 14 or 15 videos. So if you haven't checked those out, I'll leave the playlist here. And this is one topic I think almost every man, woman of this generation can relate with. Sports have become such an important part of our lives. Even if we don't play it, there is something that we enjoy watching, be it cricket, football, tennis. So in today's video, I will, like always, I'll divide that in four parts. Format is important. I know how it feels to be a beginner of anything. I'm new at creating content, so I know that what kind of problems I am facing. I have been beginner in English language also. I don't think I need to emphasize how important vocabulary is, and especially adjectives. And then modern phrases. This section is my favorite because you just have to use those phrases and make a sentence. And this is very easy. And I think the most important section for beginners or anyone who is not able to find partner, conversational questions. Here I ask questions to myself and I reply them. I don't know whether you can notice or not, but I'm literally sweating. And that's the reason why I'm not able to use this board to continue the whole lecture. And I have to move again in my room. So here we are. And before I start the topic, if you want to learn English in group classes or one-to-one, you can send me a message on my number or my email ID. And if you want to support the channel, please subscribe and share this video with your friends who are trying to learn this language. I've got the format and notes here, and let's start the video with a question. Why sports are worth talking about? The answer is very simple. We all are invested in sports one way or another. Some of us like to play, some of us like to watch, and some of us are busy gambling in it, aren't we? I think sports are just a great way to interact with others or to connect with them. If you like the same team as a second person, then you are already a friend. You start discussing your favorite team, players, the tournament, and the conversation moves on forever. So now we will discuss how we can talk about sports in English. So the first question is, which sport do you follow or play? In my case, I follow cricket. I play it and I watch it. But at the moment, I'm rarely playing cricket and I only watch highlights. I'm not completely invested in it, but there was a time where I used to spend days and days watching full test cricket match. So this is the format you can follow. I'm really into cricket, football, badminton, volleyball, kabaddi, tennis or basketball. It's a sport that keeps me excited, focused, fit, connected or motivated. I have been playing cricket since my childhood, and I remember watching cricket for the first time in 2012 when Virat Kohli scored 183. So that was my first cricket match or my earliest memory thinking about cricket. But yeah, playing cricket is the highlight of my childhood. It was one thing that I always looked forward to. I used to fight, I used to have fun, and those days are always going to be the best days of my life. Here is the format. I started watching this sport in a school during lockdown with friends or after being inspired by a match. Since then, it's been a regular part of my life. Again, a couple of sentences. Next, why do you enjoy it? To begin with, I didn't have any options. Cricket was the only sport that was played in my colony or in my village, and people recognized you. If you are a good player, they appreciated you and you were seen. I wanted people to like me, and it was just so fun playing. And I remember joining even a cricket academy to play for a couple of months, and I'm feeling so nostalgic just talking about it. Here is the format. I enjoyed this sport because it's fast-paced, team-based, skill-driven, unpredictable, or emotional. It helps me feel energized, stress-free, competitive, alive, or disciplined. Next, how often do you play or watch? This is such a sad question. How often do I play? Even though I want to play it every day, I'm not able to because all of my friends are either in college or working. All of us are busy on the internet, creating content, playing video games, or just school. I think I'm just contradicting myself. Earlier, I said sport is a great way to connect with people, but now if you see, people are not actively participating in any kind of sports, especially children. They are busy with their video games. They just are busy on the internet. But yeah, whenever I get a chance, if somebody asks me to play, I never say no. And talking about watching, I only watch T20s or IPL. Otherwise, I just watch highlights or check the scorecard regularly, the format. I play or watch it every weekend whenever I get time. during major tournaments or almost daily. It has become a way for me to relax, socialize, stay active, or escape routine. Next, talk about your favorite player or team. I have got a lot of favorite players, and not just from Indian team but from around the globe. Talking about cricket, I love Virat Kohli, Kane Williamson, Brandon McCullum, AB de Villiers, and the list goes on and on forever. And in football, I know these two players are really famous, Ronaldo and Messi, but I started watching football just because of Messi. I had no idea who this freak guy was, but one day I came across shots that the way he was dribbling the ball, it was just magical. And I fell in love with the game. I think I was in class 10th or 11th when I watched first time Messi playing. Even though I didn't have any idea about football, I used to watch only his matches. So in football, it is Messi, and in cricket, the list is never ending. Here is the format. My favorite player is Virat Kohli, Ronaldo, PV Sindhu, Messi, Dhoni, or Neeraj Chopra because of their leadership, consistency, passion, style, or mindset. I support India, Argentina, Real Madrid, Kolkata Knight Riders, or Mumbai Indians in every match. So this is the format, and you don't have to name every team there. And these are just options. You can choose anything, or you can just fill in the blanks accordingly. Last question, lessons from sports. I feel sad every time I think about leaving that cricket academy. I mean, that was the time when I was able to make a lot of friends, and the way I was performing. And even though it was a small cricket academy, I used to give everything. I was so disciplined that I couldn't believe myself. So discipline is one thing, being consistent, showing up every day, even if you're performing well or not performing well, you have to show up there. So these are the few lessons I have learned. I wish I could just go back and play cricket regularly every day. And in future, if I'm able to make enough money and I'm able to leave this goddamn place, I'm pursuing that hobby. This is the format. This sport has taught me discipline, patience, teamwork, focus, and how to lose with grace. It's more than a game, it's a mindset. Let's move on to the second segment of the video, that is modern phrases. In this segment, I'll read the phrases and I'll provide a photo so that you can relate with that. The first one is, I'm booked on this sport. Hooked means you are completely interested in that. It keeps my adrenaline up. Adrenaline means it's a kind of chemical, or I don't know the biological term. You feel your blood moving throughout your body. So that's adrenaline. And when I play cricket, cricket makes me feel that. Win or lose, it's always worth watching. Yeah, that's part of sports. I mean, your team is not going to win every time. So win or lose, it's always worth watching. I bleed my team's colors. You support them. No matter what the situation is, you always support them. I never miss a match. Literally, that's what it means. I never miss a match. It brings out the best in me. Whenever I play cricket, it brings out the best in me. I have followed it since forever. I have followed cricket since forever. Ever since I was a child, I have been watching cricket and I have been following it since forever. Their game was next level. Next level means they played outstandingly. Last, one match can change everything. If you are playing a big tournament, one match can change the whole momentum. So these are some of the phrases that you can use whenever you are talking about sports. Vocabulary section. The list is completely related to sports. You just have to use them to make sentences. And if you don't know the meaning, just leave a comment. I'll explain and I'll provide a sentence for you. Tournament, athlete, stamina, rival, coach, strategy, dedication, compete, train, defeat, victory, energetic, motivation, performance, teamwork, discipline, passionate, fan base, practice, and mindset. The next vocabulary section is adjectives. And you can use these adjectives to describe your favorite player or your sports team. Competitive, thrilling, unpredictable, intense, physical, inspiring, exhausting, energizing, fair, strategic, team-based, solo, demanding, consistent, talented, aggressive, focused, fast-paced, entertaining, and passionate. So these are the words. If you're not able to understand the meaning, just drop me a comment and I'll explain it for you. The last segment of the video, that is conversational questions, where I ask questions to myself and I answer them. And these all questions are related to sports. The first one is, which sports excites you the most and why? And you know the answer. Cricket excites me more than anything in the world. I remember watching my first cricket match against India versus Pakistan, where Virat Kohli scored 183. And that memory is still crystal and clear. The way he batted, the way we won that match, just truly amazing. Next, how do you feel when your favorite team wins or loses? I mean, when your team wins, you celebrate with them. And if they lose, you support them. That's what I also do. Sometimes when we become too attached and too emotional that we even forget that these are also players, these are also humans. We start trolling them, or we start doubting their abilities. But we should not forget that sports is unpredictable. It's never guaranteed that who is going to win or who is going to perform well. So no matter when they are winning or losing, I'm always there for them. Next, What is the most memorable match you have ever seen? Again, India versus Pakistan, 2012 Asia Cup. But I would say 2012 KKR versus Chennai, the final match. That was the match which completely got me into cricket. Like before that, I used to watch some matches here and there. After this IPL, I was like cricket fan. I never missed a match after 2012. So Kolkata versus Chennai, everybody was thinking that Chennai was going to win. Kolkata Knight Riders were like the underdogs. Nobody gave them chance that yes, even they can win. But why? That match, I'm never forgetting that match. I'm never going to forget that. Next, have you ever skipped work or study to catch a match? I think I can finally answer this question. When I was in class 5 or 6, I used to attend these additional classes for maths and science. And I had to travel 2 kilometers to go to that coaching center. And whenever Kolkata was playing, I made some kind of excuses. And those days, we didn't have TV. I didn't have a smartphone. So I used to watch those cricket matches in a medical shop in the middle of the road. And I was always scared, but if my family members or somebody from my colony will see me here and they will complain to my mother that your son is not going to coaching center, but he's watching cricket match. So wherever KKR was playing, I used to skip my classes and used to watch the full match there. Next, do you prefer playing or just watching sports? At this moment, I want to play more instead of watching. Because when you are playing, you are participating a lot, but watching is also fun. Next, what's one rule in your favorite sport that you still find confusing? In cricket, there is a DLS. See, I've even forgotten the word. Duckworth Lewis or something. I'll provide the name here. Whenever it rains, they do some kind of mathematical equation and it never makes sense to me. I have seen my favorite teams being knocked out of tournament because of this. Next, have you ever played a match that felt unforgettable? So many matches, but I'll choose a match which I played on a leather ball cricket. I was part of this cricket club and why? I hit boundary on the very first ball. Like it was a flick, but in the very same over, I got run out. The pads were really big and there was this senior of mine. He wanted the strike and he got me run out. So yeah, never forgetting that. Next, do you follow local matches, national tournaments or international games more? I follow big tournaments when it comes to international matches. And if I talk about one tournament that I never miss, IPL. I watch every match of Kolkata. Next, how do you usually watch matches with friends, family or alone? I can't stand the pressure when I'm surrounded by people. I just lose my shit. So I like to watch alone. Last question, what's one quality you admire in athletes? I think the dedication towards the game, no matter whether they are winning or losing, they have this hunger. They show up in every match and with a lot of work behind which we don't even see. Consistency and discipline are two things which I love about athletes. That's our 10 questions. I'm going to leave the 10 questions here. And again, my classes are really affordable. Just drop me a message on my number, one-to-one or group classes. We can arrange our meeting and we can start learning together. And if you have watched this far, thank you so much for watching. And please share this video with your friends. Leave a like and leave a comment what you think of this video. Do you want me to change some pattern or is there any topic that you want me to discuss? I'll see you.